Aria was the kind of person who stood out in the best way possible. Her bright, empathetic eyes and warm smile were known to light up even the gloomiest of days. For Aria, kindness was not an act, but a way of life. Every morning, she would pack an extra sandwich in her lunch bag, just in case someone at school forgot theirs. One particular day, her classmate Leo rummaged through his bag, realizing he had left his lunch at home. Without a second thought, Aria approached him with an easy grin and handed him one of her sandwiches. "Here, I made an extra. Enjoy," she said. Leo's face lit up, and the gratitude in his eyes said more than words ever could. Aria's school was a small, tightly knit community, and her acts of kindness didn't go unnoticed. After school, Aria often visited her elderly neighbor, Mrs. Thompson. Mrs. Thompson's yard had become a bit too much for her to handle on her own, so Aria would mow the lawn, trim the hedges, and plant flowers. Each visit ended with Mrs. Thompson handing Aria a glass of lemonade and heartfelt thanks. "You're an angel, Aria," Mrs. Thompson would say, her eyes misty. But Aria didn't stop there. On weekends, she volunteered at the local community center, where she read stories to younger children. The kids adored her, their faces lighting up as she animatedly brought each tale to life. Aria always picked stories that carried messages of empathy, courage, and friendship, subtly infusing her values into their minds. Her gentle voice and expressive reading would captivate the children, leaving them with wide smiles and hearts full of joy. One Saturday afternoon, a young boy named Max approached her after a reading session. "Can you come every day?" Max asked, his eyes wide with hope. Aria chuckled softly and crouched down to his level. "I'll be here every weekend, promise," she assured him. Max beamed, and it was moments like these that reaffirmed Aria's belief in the power of kindness. The small, consistent acts of kindness performed by Aria nurtured a ripple effect in her community. The students at her school began to look out for one another more often, inspired by Aria's example. Neighbors started helping out each other without being asked, and the children she read carried the story's morals into their actions. Aria's little acts of generosity fostered an environment where everyone felt valued and seen. As the days turned into months, Aria's influence only grew. She became a symbol of kindness, a gentle reminder that even the smallest deed could make a significant difference. And through it all, Aria remained humble, finding joy in the happiness she brought to others. In a world that sometimes felt too harsh, Aria was a beacon of gentleness and warmth. Her story was more than just a tale of good deeds. It was a testament to the enduring impact of kindness. Every step she took, every smile she shared, and every helping hand she offered became a verse in the beautiful poem of her life, a poem that inspired others to be their best selves. Aria showed that kindness could bloom even in the smallest gestures, and in doing so, she nurtured a garden of compassion that would flourish for generations to come.